How to use the Fair Epigraphy Inscription ID Resolver. The home page of the ID Resolver provides an explanation of the tool and guidance on how to use it. This video briefly walks through some examples of how to use the tool. The aim of the tool is to enable users to employ a known identifier in order to obtain corresponding identifiers for individual inscriptions from other projects. This can be done using one of two interfaces: a simple interface for resolving one identifier at a time, and a second interface for resolving multiple identifiers in a single operation. The single ID interface enables the user to input a single known identifier and obtain in return any corresponding identifiers from other projects covered by the Trismegistos Task Matcher API. Select the source of the known identifier in the drop-down menu on the left. In this case, we choose Inscriptions of Sicily, and then enter the number in the field on the right, in this case 000003. As per the warning message, please enter the full number, including any zero padding, but without any alphabetic prefix. Click Go, and the resolver will return all known equivalent identifiers, in this case in Trismegistos, Klaus Slaby, the Roma database, and iSicily again itself. The results can be downloaded using the button on the right as either JSON, URI, or XML if required. Note that the URI download will provide the complete URIs in each case within a JSON file, which should in turn, as listed here, be resolvable in a browser directly on the relevant project's website. The multiple ID interface enables the user to obtain one or more sets of corresponding identifiers from a submitted list of already known identifiers. The list should be submitted as a correctly formatted CSV file. The CSV file should contain columns with the known identifiers. The column headers must be labeled with the correct JSON key for the relevant project identifier. A list is provided on the identifier tool's homepage of the JSON keys. It is important that the identifiers themselves are listed as numerals only without any project prefix. So, for example, 000265, not ISIC 000265. The minimum content for the CSV file is therefore a single column of known identifiers, as in this example of iSicily numbers, with the JSON key ISIC as the header and a sequence of numbers in the column. On the Multiple ID Resolver page, use the Browse button to select and upload your CSV file from your computer. A warning message will advise you about the relevant data format for the columns you are providing. The data from your CSV file will be displayed. Select the column of data that you wish the resolver tool to use. In this case, only one option is available. This will cause the Fetch button to appear at the lower right of the screen. Clicking on the Fetch button will generate a pop-up, allowing you to choose the corresponding identifiers that you would like to obtain where they are available. You can either select specific sources, say Trismegistos and the epigraphic database Roma, or simply choose Select All. Unselect all, and in this case choose Trismegistos, Klaus Slaby, Roma, and PHI. After making your selection, click on Apply, and the process will run with a progress bar. A large operation can be paused using the pause button if necessary. The results can be obtained by clicking on the download icon, which will generate a CSV file containing the results. In this case, you can see that corresponding numbers have been found in all 4 of Trismegistos, Klaus-Slaby, Roma, and PHI. You can see here a point to bear in mind, which is that a program such as Excel may well strip out leading zeros in presenting these numbers unless you amend the number format of the column. So as in this case here. It will be apparent that the tool is flexible. And while at its simplest you can submit a single set of numbers, as in the example just run, it is also possible to submit numbers from multiple sources simultaneously, as in this fictitious example, in which we have one number for each of 10 inscriptions currently sourced from various different projects. In this case, the most useful first step would be to obtain the Trismegistos numbers for all these inscriptions. To do so, upload the CSV file, and select all 4 columns of available data for input. Then click Fetch. For output, in this case, simply select Trismegistos and apply. And as you can see from the resulting CSV file, the resolver provides all the corresponding Trismegistos numbers for the various identifiers uploaded. This example illustrates the potential value of one further feature of the multiple identifier resolver, which is the option to include a first column in your CSV file containing any useful unique reference number from your own project, independent of those already in use, which will facilitate your management and organization of the data going forward. This column can simply have the heading of ID and can take any alphanumeric format, as in this example. This will always occupy the first column position within your CSV file. This feature enables you to retain any local project correspondence when obtaining new ID numbers from other sources. So if we upload this particular CSV file, the process is additionally not limited, of course, to sourcing TM numbers alone, but will operate for any of the partnered projects. So, as in this instance, could be run to obtain all the missing PHI numbers instead. So we choose the other sources as our inputs, choose PHI for our output, for which we get 11 results back, excluding the 2 for which we already had PHI numbers. And as the output file illustrates, retaining your own unique identifiers, enabling you to ensure that those are aligned going forward. We hope that you find this tool useful. As noted on the web page, please also remember to credit the Trismegistos project whenever using this tool, since the tool is dependent upon all of their work, their API, and their data, which they generously make available under Creative Commons. Thank you for listening.